Alright guys, welcome back here at Tuning Dutchy. Now, we have finally the cylinder head over here. It took me a lot of time and finally I got it managed to get this one off. Now, and again, just like the other cylinder head, which I actually bought secondhand, I have still surprises on this thing. And I'm gonna show you guys actually what the state is actually from this cylinder head, because this one is coming from my car. So yeah, well, I'm gonna show you guys how and what. Now, this might be a little bit further away for you guys, but I'm gonna take you guys with me, and you guys can see it a little bit for yourself. Right over here, people. We have my cylinder head. Now, this over here is not located on that one. Now, actually, I should turn it around because this is the intake side of that one and this is the exhaust side. But this is actually the thermostat housing, which should then be located in over there. But overall, I'm gonna take my light with it. I mean, look at the camshaft, guys. Okay, I mean, I see wearing, but I mean, this one had really, really high revolutions. Well, I can see a spot over there, but I don't know what that is. It does not seem like it's cracking. So still, to me, it looks actually pretty healthy. But yeah, I mean, this is actually how it looks currently. Also inside of the engine, if you look actually right in here in these kind of passages, you can already see that it's, well, I would say it's not clean, definitely, because it was a running engine. But messy is also a little bit different. Now, this mess over here, that's causing by me. This is not the fault of the engine, because I was still struggling around with getting this hose off here. That was a pain in my ass. Trust me, guys, my goodness. I had to put a lot of tension on it. Now, and this, guys, this is the EGR valve where I was talking actually about some videos ago. So yeah, I mean, overall, on this side it looks okay. Now, I mean, I don't the springs and the adjusters and all that. We didn't talk about that, but we are going into that very quickly. Now, how it's going to look with the valves, because that was my issue, of course, is what we are gonna look right now. I'm gonna turn the engine a little bit around, and well, let's see how it looks like. And already black on my fingers. So guys, this is exactly how it looks like. And as you guys already can see, we have some bent valves. I mean, I have 4 bent valves. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, to be honest, cylinder number 1, I believe, yep, number 1, which is TDC, are both valves bent. And I see the intake side is bent very, very heavily. It's actually completely out of its space. Same count for intake valve on cylinder number 2. Exhaust valve looks very good. And the intake valve on number 3 looks very decent. Could be a little bit better closed. But the exhaust valve, I mean, hello, you can literally look inside. Now, I have also plans on this particular situation, and I'm gonna explain you guys what are my plans, because it's a little bit special. Now, also, guys, I mean, look at this right here. This little spot. That's where the piston hit it, actually, just like over here. But this is just surface, okay? I mean, I cannot feel anything. Also, if I'm going with my nail on it, you cannot hear any pauses, actually, if I scratch on it. So I know this is surface. This is nothing critical. So I'm happy with that. Now, I also cannot see yet any cracks on the valves. So, I mean, for now, it looks okay to me. Of course, I mean, it's very messy, but yeah, I mean, that's obvious. So that's actually how it's looking at the valve sides. Now, as you guys can see, I have 4 from the 6 valves bent, and I was thinking I had only 2 of the 6 valves bent. Now, the thing is, if I take the spark plugs out, I can only see the intake valves. I cannot see the exhaust valves. So yeah, that makes it a little bit more harder to see if how much bent valves I have exactly. But now, I mean, the hardest part actually, because I have several options over here. Now, the hardest thing to do actually is taking this hose off and the complete thermostat housing together with the EGR, wherever it's located at this point. Well, there it is. There's the EGR thing, and over here. And of course the intake manifold. Now, I mean, I could set it on that one, which is ready to go in my car actually, but the problem is I can't get some bolts loose. So actually I would like to stay this way, but in order to do it, in order to leave everything how it looks like, is to make these valves going back in their place again. And that's only possible by bending them straight again. That's number one to do. And hoping that they will refit at their chair. Or I'm gonna take the valves on that one out and put them on this one, because they are both the same. These are the same cylinder heads. So yeah, I mean, these are my options. Now, and if you guys are asking me what is the most important option or the easiest option, now the easiest option is actually number one, and that's actually rebending the valves back in their chair. That's the most easiest thing and will save me a lot of time, because only by getting this actually already off is gonna well, it's really gonna take some time. Um, so by getting this, well, thermostat housing off is really gonna take time, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's difficult. And then I did not speak about the valves inside here to get them out, so the springs, because I have to compress them, and I don't have currently the stuff to compress the springs. Um, so first of all, what I'm gonna do is the most important thing is taking care of cylinder number one, which is left from my side, and I'm trying to rebend it back into place. And I'm trying to go forward with this particular situation and hoping that the valves will work again. But in order to do this and to make this work, I have to make sure that inside the cylinder head, so with the rocker arms and all that, that everything is going to be fine and that nothing is damaged in there, because where the valves are actually where they are inserted, that piece should be very very good, and if that's correct, then it's not going to be any issue to make this actually work again. Now, this is a problem everyone can solve on their own, because it's not too difficult to do, but yeah, I mean, for now I think it's important to compress the springs maybe a little bit and trying to bend the valves back in their place. I mean, I know this is gonna be a hard option, but this is actually what I'm currently planning. So, first thing, I'm gonna rebend everything back again and adjust the valves, hoping that actually did the trick. And then I'm turning the camshaft actually around to see if the valves are moving and if they are not restuck again. Um, if they are moving and everything went fine, then that's the solution for this option. If this is not going to work out, and if this is going to be way harder than I actually expected, then I have no more options than taking the thermostat housing off, together with the EGR and all these kind of shit things, and the intake manifold, of course, and the hose where I got problems with. Um, then I have to put everything on the other cylinder head, where the camshaft is a little bit damaged by my own faults. So that's actually what I'm currently planning. So anyway, so I'm gonna do this. This is gonna take me some time. I don't think it's a very good idea to do this with you guys, because I think this is gonna take too long. But first of all, as I already said, I try to let them go back in their place again, and I'll be back with you guys whenever I actually had found a solution. So. Now, the most important thing is, if you are trying to rebend everything back in their place again, you guys have to watch. Where is it bent? Now, as you guys can see, it's not straight, but it's actually doing this. So that means if I'm going to whip around here and putting it like this with a flat screwdriver, putting a lot of force, it should actually be able to get this intake valve back in its place again. Now, there's also another option. I mean, this is not the safest option, but it's oh, okay, battery too low. But anyways, smacking it into place again is also an option, but it's not recommended. Now, you can better actually do it with a screwdriver. It's maybe the best option to do. You don't scratch a lot, and if you scratch something near the valves, it's not going to be actually resulting in compression issues. As long as it's not heavily or much, you know. So that's actually what I have planned. Now, whenever I got some updates for you guys, or whenever I think this is gonna work again, I will be back with you guys with another update. But the most important thing, we have the cylinder head off. It's laying around here, and yeah, that's actually that, guys. Now, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a like to this video. Share the video with your friends. Maybe if they have the same issue, they will be helped out as well. And yeah, I mean, subscribe to the channel so you guys can see if the car is going to be revived again. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I see you guys with the next update whenever I have an update. See you guys the next time.